Well, good afternoon everyone, and welcome back to a new little video on the new car rental office. If you're new to the channel, I am Andrew. I do live here in Los Cristianos. I own a car rental company, and we have just obtained this locale, as they call them over here in Spain, or shop, however you'd like to call it, unit, office. So we have just obtained this. I've had a couple of meetings with the builder, and he is on the way. So we will be meeting up with the builder again today, just to finalise a few little things. We've had our quotation and everything, pretty much agreed on that. And the main thing we're going to be discussing today that you are all going to help me with is floor tiles. So we have decided we are going to retile inside, and you're going to help choose which tiles we should go for. We'll run through some of the other different plans as well. And there's going to be a little bit of a series, this one, just to give you an idea of what's going on, what's happening. But I want you to help as well. Excuse me. It's all good for me, you know, picking these things, but it's good to get some options and opinions from you as potential customers, or, you know, looking in from the outside. So he's bringing some samples of tiles and things, which I'll show you. We'll get opened up. I did put this little sort of temporary sign thing on, just so anyone passing by knows what's coming, what's on the way. But yeah, the rip out should start tomorrow, I believe. They're going to start smashing walls down and ripping things out. So we'll get opened up anyway, and we'll have a little discussion, and you can help me choose these tiles. So I'm going to be getting you involved in the comments. So just to remind you all of what it looks like just at the moment. Now, there is electrics on in here. We switch these on, but we only get these couple of lights here, which aren't really working. But I'll pop them on anyway. So again, just to remind you, to show you what it all looks like. So the quote has come through. We're going to be redoing all of the electrics, putting a whole new false ceiling in all the way through. So that's going to continue all the way through into here. Some lovely LED lights. All the electrics and stuff are going to be hidden up in the new roof. We're going to be having 2 air conditioning units. So they will be powered out here. So we're going to have a double unit out here with air conditioning, which is going to have a big square one in the middle here, and then one in the office, which I'm building just here. A lot of you said, oh, you know, you're going on about it nice being able to see the day of light, but you want to build an office and hide away. So the office is going to have a little window in there, so we'll get some light. And it's just going to give me a bit of a space to edit and do some things in the background. So yeah, that's why we're getting the other little office, just so we can do some bits in the background, and I can do some editing and things like that tucked away. But it will have a nice sliding window is what we're going to be putting in. This is all getting ripped out. I think tomorrow this is all going to be started to get ripped to bits. False ceiling all throughout. We're not really changing the toilets. We're going to be retiling the whole thing. That's the main big change. I did mention in the previous video, you know, the tiles aren't too bad and stuff, but it is a bit of a case of, you know, if you're doing it, do it. It's a bit of a go big or go home. These tiles are solid enough to do tile on tile, so we can save quite a bit of money doing that. So we're going to do tile on tile, pretty big tiles as well. And the builder did say it's pretty easy just to bang the tiles down. For the sake of it, you can have it exactly how you want it. And then the toilets, we're just going to paint the tiles, paint this door, make it look nice and smart. It's only really a staff toilet. It's nothing important really. But yeah, that's sort of where we're up to. So once he rocks up with these tiles, you can help me decide which we should go for. The big thing is, I want to make sure they look clean most of the time. Obviously we do normally mop each day, but I want them to always look clean. I don't want them to scratch, and I want them to be easy to clean as well. You don't want to be, you know, trying to scrub them and all that. So we'll see what he turns up with. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is the start of the process. It's been very, very quick. I think we only signed for it last week, and now the rip out should start tomorrow. So we're using a completely different firm that we've never used before, all fully legal, all legit. And of course, I'm going to get a proper bill and an invoice and everything to go through the company for all the work. It's going to be certified and everything like that. So this is the start of an exciting little adventure. I'm looking forward to it. It's a gorgeous day today. Beautiful as always. I have got a little bit of a sore, tired throat, which is why I probably sound a little bit croaky. But it is a nice day today. Well, once he arrives, we'll get cracking. He's going to adjust the doors and everything. It's all in the quote. Adjust the doors so that they open and close nicely, even with the tile on tile. Everything's going to be done. He said you'll be spot on. He'll just hand me back the keys with everything all completely done. The only thing we've got to sort out ourselves is going to be furniture, office furniture, which I think we're going to go down the IKEA route, I think, with that, some nice office chairs and stuff. Right, I'm going to go and grab a drink from your throat, and we'll wait for our builder to turn up. So one of the big things I'm excited for is, of course, revealing the finished product for the staff, basically. We've got Lisa, who's been with me for, I think, 7 years now. Again, down in the garage with me. It's going to be nice for her to see the new space, and it's going to be a nice treat, especially now we're going all out, we're tiling everything. I'm not going to give the price of the quote because that's just not me. I've never given the price of things, really. I mean, meals, obviously, but I think with things like this, I'd rather not discuss, you know, the prices, what I'm paying and things like that. We didn't do that with the bar either. I mean, furniture and stuff I will, but in terms of the refurb and what we've agreed with the builder and things like that, personally, I'd rather not reveal that price. But I think it's fair. It's within the budget I had in mind for what I expected, and it's going to include all kinds of different little bits of extra. But the big thing is, with it being a full legit business, we will get that receipt and the invoice to put through, which is good for us, so we can, you know, claim everything back, all of the VAT equivalents over here, ITJIC, etc. Definitely want to get some nice new lights up here as well. These are going to be on timers. So these lights up here, and I think some of the lights inside will be on a timer, which will go off probably about 10 p.m. All the lights will go off, so we don't disturb any of the residents or neighbours or people staying in the apartments nearby. Still no news on this, though. He did say, though, if the community don't come and sort this, that he will come and do it. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks the community come. If not, then we probably will just pay the builders to do it, sort it out. I'm not going to open the shop looking gorgeous inside with that still a mess. Okay, everyone, so our lovely builder has just left. He's just dropped off these 3 samples. Now, there is one tile that we like the look of that is on WhatsApp. I'll put it up on the screen, that he couldn't get a sample of. Now, these 2 are these big tiles. Now, I think that is just too big for in here. This, I think, is more like it. It's big, but it's not too big. It's light, but not too... I think this is like bathroom vibes, a little bit too bright. That, a little bit too plain. I think the one on WhatsApp that we like the look of is very similar to this sort of tile. Not too big. I think that'll be nice. We're going to have all white walls. And have one like sky blue Sanasty wall here. That's our sort of colour, our uniform colour, the sky blue. Either that wall or this wall or both, we'll see. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I think they're just a bit too big, and I'm not sure. I think it's going to be like this. It looks always going to look clean. Not going to see it with this. You'd see, you know, someone drops their dark hair. You're going to see a dark hair on that. That'll show everything. This a little bit more. I think that's easier to work with, and it's not too big of a tile. So I think we're going to go for that. He's going to discuss it with the tiler tomorrow as to whether he needs to take the tiles up or not. He's now a bit 50-50, so we might end up taking the tiles up. But the work starts tomorrow, 8 a.m. We're going to be here, letting him in, and the work starts tomorrow, 8 a.m. We are cracking on, and he promises me it will be all done and dusted in 4 weeks, which means we will open, hopefully. I'm aiming to open 1st of March. We should be in here. Good to rock and roll, 1st of March. And that's quite an interesting date as well, because that will mark, that's the anniversary date that I took over the company. 1st of March was when I took it over. So it'll be quite nice to do that date, 1st of March, new shop, open. So let me know your thoughts on the tiles. That's where we're up to. Tomorrow we'll be back down here, 8 a.m. and they'll be ripping everything out. So we'll be popping back and forth, getting all the footage of all this getting ripped out and showing you what it looks like as just a shell by the end of today, end of tomorrow. I think it's going to look very, very different indeed. Of course, we have got other businesses in the area to be considerate of. So I have let them know that we will be doing a little bit of work in here. It's unavoidable. And in the long run, even with the little bit of noise maybe going on, in the long run, it will be worth it. And I'm sure there'll be people going across from here having a coffee and stuff like that. So I will speak to the tea rooms again in the morning. Just let them know they're going to be as quiet as they can. But there is going to be a little bit of banging and stuff going on. But it's unavoidable. It's got to be done. Got to be done. So in the long run, a few days of banging and noise and stuff will be worth it. Well, I'm excited. Bring it on. But let me know. I think either this exact one or the one that's very similar, that size, I think these are just too big. If I move this over, I think they're just too big. Way too big, I think. But now I've seen these tiles, it really does make you realise how outdated these were. I mean, they could have cleaned up a bit, but some of them are dinked and stuff. And if you're going to have a nice office, you know, you have a nice office. So we're going for it. Please do excuse the voice. I do apologise. I'm full of beans, but I just don't sound full of beans. But I'm up for it. I'm ready to rock and roll. Bring it on. Okay, well, little update complete. Let me know what your thoughts are on the tiles. Would you go lighter? Would you go a bit darker? Would you go for the bigger tile or the smaller tile? And do you think we should go with the tiles at all? It's going to cost an extra few thousand to do the tiles. Do you think it's worth it or not? Or would you skip on the tiles? Let me know. But yeah, that's it for now. Tomorrow morning, we're down here, 8 AM. We'll be involved with that rip out. We'll film the rip out over the next couple of days. And I'll be back with another little update. And let me know if you enjoy watching these vlogs. If you'd rather just see the end product at the end, or do you want to follow along the whole process? Do let me know. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the thumbs up. And yeah, I'll be back down tomorrow, 8 AM. I love watching the rip outs. The rip outs are my favourite bit. Watching it all get completely ripped out. I know it's the easiest bit ripped out, but I think the space will look completely different. Once it's all been ripped out, we'll see a big difference tomorrow. And we'll see just how big that locale is. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and stride on. See you tomorrow.